Okay, let's go through all 15 swing coins we have in the list. This is beautiful, isn't it? It's this one. Now I don't have to announce this. You have this chart. I don't have to tell what has happened. This swing coins, you have this list. What you have to do is simply copy on your chart, track it, put alert. Now I have spent enough time on part one today to explain when the people asked about booking profit on resistance. And I explained that how one could see the progress and all. And ultimately, it's a very personal choice. Now, taking APT as an example, I referred APT while explaining that when it was near critical support, somewhere here, we kept it because I observed that it was slowing down. So we kept it. But at the same time, we said it's not ready, it's not ready, it's not ready. And that was true. But at the same time, it wasn't going down either. It was consolidating, right? Like that. So that was a bottom formation. And now we see that this is the fourth green week, right? Look at this progress. Now, when it is doing this, absolutely there is no way to think about. I mean, there's no need to think about new low. I mean, why anyone would think about breaking critical low at this moment? I mean, there's no limit to what you think. I mean, as I said, the mind will always think about different. But point is, does it make sense? And I don't see any sense here to think about. So point is, now at the same time, it has hit this RB level. And if someone says, should I book profit? What answer I'm going to say? I'm going to ask question. And is it going down? So sometime I ask, you have to ask your question to yourself. So I'm not giving you the answer as I mentioned earlier because I'm not consulting you, but I'm going to give you the question that you should ask yourself. And you will answer those questions because you know the answer. You're asking just out of fear. Remember, you're asking me out of fear. Otherwise, you know the answer. So whenever you have that fear, you ask this question. Okay. Has it broken critical support? Question number one. Is it going down and trying to make new low? That's question number two. And there you go. Now, if you want to book profit, it's your choice. Do whatever you want, right? So ask this to question about. And so when you track uptrend, remember you track support. You don't track resistance. Resistance is a checkpoint to see the behavior, what it is, but it's not the driving force. It's not it's not the, I would say, driver for exiting out of trade. The support is the driver. Now, and remember the prior resistance, which was this, is a support now. So now you have two supports, this one and this one. Now, what you do if it closes below support is what you have to do in your planning. If the support is broken, how much to reduce is your call, right? But one can utilize this support. Now you have two supports. Now imagine APT goes up and hits RC. I hope you are not going to ask the same question. Should I book profit? Should I book profit? Because you're going to ask those two questions. It is going down or up. Has it broken the critical support or not? And then you get three supports, this one, and this one. You see, so as it progresses, you get more and more supports, and each of those supports become part of your planning. Similarly, when it was going down, remember we had support starting from such very higher level. Then I kept on providing support. Each support was like a stepping stone. If somebody is not utilizing, it's the choice. I'm not saying what he should do, but the supports were given. If the support is broken, if someone takes out profit, good or bad, I won't comment. It's not my call, right? And so on. And then one fine day I said, okay, it's falling, but now it's exhausted. So I'm not going to say buy it. When I say exhausted means what? You have to interpret. So similarly, if it is going up and if I'm not saying it's exhausted, what does it mean? That means it's going up. If I'm giving next resistance, why I'm giving next resistance? Is it because it's going down? If you don't take these clues, it's not going to help, right? That means you're totally ignoring what I'm saying. So don't feel it. I mean, I'm not attacking anyone or trying to be very critical about it, but sometimes I had to be very straightforward, and maybe my words look very sometimes very straightforward and language could be very like hard or whatever. I have to use sometimes because those silly questions should go away, because if they keep coming, that means one is not learning. And the whole effort for me to spend time is to elevate that understanding level. And if that is not happening after week, then that's the that means that person is not learning it. And that's where, yeah. But anyways, let's move on. So this is progressing. You see, it touched. I'm going to say it's touched. And then once it is broken, you know the next, and so on. I'm not going to do anything else. So I'm just going to identify patterns. In this case, see that this is the pattern, this is the arch, this is the path. Is it following it? Yes. Is it in the retest level? No. So where is the arrow? Arrow is here. Where the arrow starts? The arrow starts from here. Arrow, does it start from here? No. What does it mean? So if this is the chart, what does it mean? Going up or down? If the answer is up, then why there is fear? BSV is actually flat. It has retested this support, not broken, which is very positive. And to be honest, I'm going to keep this one as long as the case is concluded. There is case against Craig, and I mean the case between COPA, that alliance, open source alliance, right? So basically, you can look at their website if you want to know, and then the between Craig, right? So the case starts. I mean, the trial starts from 15th of January, if I'm not wrong. Right now, they're submitting paper documents. They are being verified, and the review process is happening. 8th of January is another, I think, important date, but the 15th is when the trial starts. So uh, that's one of the reasons this coin is added, not just because the price I have added for price action also, but let me tell you that if Craig wins, everybody hates him, I know. And personally, disclaimer, I don't favor him. I don't assume he's Satoshi unless it is proven in the court. Remember. So if I talk about BSV, don't think I'm Craig believer. As I said, I have nothing like that. I believe in the data. I believe in the facts, right? If it is technical analysis, I need to see price. So BSV is also added because it has broken the downtrend trend line, and it makes sense. But it is also added because this is the important case. This case is the most important case. I'll tell you why. Because this case is mentioned in BlackRock's ETF. Everybody is talking about BlackRock ETF. But if you have to go at page 49, if I'm not wrong, or you can search Craig's name in the ETF that is filed to SEC. You can search up BlackRock BTC ETF SEC. If you search up, you'll see the link. You click on the link, there is like multi-page document. I think on page 49, if I'm not wrong, 46, 48, or 49, somewhere. But you search up a Craig, there's a paragraph, you read about it, and you will understand why I have added it. If Craig wins, mark my word, if Craig wins and if he's proven to be a Satoshi, BSV will flip BTC. Means the BSV price is likely to get what BTC is, whatever, 30K plus. Remember, once he proves himself as Satoshi. So this is no joke. And if that happens, again, this is speculation parts. But speculation based on condition, not an air. That because if he's proven to be Satoshi, remember the if statement, then BSV is likely to replace in terms of price and also the fundamentals. And also this fund, this will also replace or have BSV. So ETF will have BSV because that will be Bitcoin in that case. So I'm taking it seriously. I'm not assuming, as I said, I don't assume. Take it seriously. BSV right now is a hedge. Is a hedge. Hedge means it's a protection against risk. BSV is a $50. If I attend BSV, for an example, that cost me $500. If it flips, you know the price. So, and if, see, we can, if he loses, we will remove this BSV if it starts dropping and then replace with something else. So until that case goes on, and not just because of case, by the way, if the BSV goes down even from here, despite of case, I'm going to drop it. So if BSV goes down, for example, while the case goes on, we're going to remove it. We are not going to wait for the case. So there are two things. One, it is technically good. That's why it is here. And second is the case, which is the most important case in crypto history, the most, because of the reason I mentioned. And this is not just one of my good friends also told the same. I cannot name it, but he's like a superstar in crypto, very well known figure. So that's the same thing. And it's actually, it's, as I said, it's not, it's a common sense, because if he's Satoshi, then what happens next is nothing. It's not a big deal. I mean, for anyone to understand what might happen. So what happens to altcoin? Now the question is, the altcoin is likely to go down, because BSV has smart contract platform, and the BSV coins, like ERC tokens, BSV has token, they should flourish. We'll see what happens, and probably in that case we'll have to do whatever we need to do. But if you are not tracking this case, then I think you're missing something. So I suggest, don't assume anything, but do track this case. We still have time, January 15, but I'm just calling out so you're not amazed later on. Okay. Doge. I told last week, this attempt is not like these attempts, remember? And that's not speculation. It is purely, I would say, purely based on TA. Don't ask me how, please, because I cannot say that. I mean, I cannot reveal it. But yeah, this is breakout, my friends. And then this is the path. This is the path. Wait a minute, I have to make sure everybody's mute. Okay, this is the path. And yeah, looking amazing, isn't it? I don't have to explain. Ethereum. Ethereum is now breakout level. You see, look at this. So this is near breakout. So it has entered the orange zone. Remember, it was somewhere here. 4 back-to-back green candles. Also, there's news about ETF. So that is also helping. But purely from technical point of view, this is near breakout. So during this consolidation phase, this consolidation phase is congestion. Remember, this is congestion, this is traffic jam. So if somebody is expecting a big pump, that person is expecting, I mean, it's unrealistic expectation. Okay. You cannot expect full speed in traffic jam. That's unrealistic. So this is traffic jam, but from here on, it's not. Okay. From here on, it's not. Clear? So this is education. It's not about hope. It's education. Understanding. FET. It's doing exactly, isn't it so? It's even doing. Look at this. I think I don't need this one. It's redundant. So maybe it's so strong. Maybe it continue to go up. Remember, this is just depiction. The don't look at these turns. Look at the direction. Okay, that's the main objective. I didn't want to just draw a straight line. That's why I did this. So there's going to be some reaction. It may be this much, or deeper, or this much. You, so I just kept it like this. But what is important that it was here. Remember, it didn't break the critical level. Then it had to break A. It broke, came down, consolidation, not a big deal. Then it had to break S1. It broke in a beautiful manner. Look at this. Okay. And then consolidation last week, and now boom. Beautiful. Right. So what would you say? This is like on rampage. This is like amazing. I would say try to keep a mute, please. We are recording this session, so okay. So if it is on rampage, amazing. Now prior supports, right, are effective now. Those were resistance. Right? Now these are supports. Now you see the plan. These are for your planning now. If you want to use the support, you use this for planning. Once it breaks above, this becomes your support. This is planning. If it breaks above R1 and goes up, then R1 becomes your support and for planning. You see, isn't it easy? The difficult part, I'll tell you, this is not difficult part. The difficult part was this, because when it is here, whether it will go down or up, this is difficult. Okay. The money is on this. When I say my worth is here, this is like anyone can do. My worth is not here. My worth was here. So this is where one had to pay attention. Here, if somebody is fearful at this level, then God helps, whatever form the God you believe in. Even if you don't believe, then whatever you believe in, basically. Because then I have nothing to explain to them who are fearful. Okay, look at this foil coin. It had to break A. Remember, we had to focus on this. It did its job. Look at this projection. I mean, it is working out pretty brilliantly. I mean, look at this. What else can we expect? Nothing. So we have this W nice formation approaching 5. Now it is doing well. I mean, it's going to face some resistance, right? Because it's support now, it's resistance. So of course, A is your support. This is your support. This is your support. So it's so easy to plan what to do when. And then this is your next resistance. This is your next to next, and so on. Then you understand what is happening. This is a pennant, symmetrical triangle. This is symmetrical triangle. If you extend this further, if I extend this further like this, then we can see that this is a triangle. This is whole consolidation. This is a leg down, leg up, leg down, and then leg up, and so on. Yeah, zigzag. This whole entire thing is bottom formation. Remember, the bottom formation to take sometime weeks. Similarly, the top formation could take weeks. I'll show you top formation of BTC just quickly. Look at this one. See the whole entire thing. First of all, this was top formation for then but whole, and if you plug this one double top, now we see, well, whole entire top part, this one was top formation. It takes weeks, so many weeks and months, and then downtrend, not deep, but still. So coming back to 5 point, see, this is bottom formation. One has to be, I mean, you don't have to be patient. That saying you have to be patient is a wrong way to say. You understand what it's doing, and a patience will born out of it. Patience is a byproduct. You cannot learn patience. You have to learn the techniques and skill. The skill offers you the patience. You know what I'm saying? If I say be patient, you're not going to learn it because it cannot be learned. Simple. It's a byproduct of understanding knowledge. So when you understand, once you understand, you become patient. That's it. If you don't understand, you become frustrated. So frustration also a byproduct of misunderstanding. The fear is also a byproduct of misunderstanding. You see, all these emotions are a byproduct of our some in our knowledge. So this is beautiful. FTM. Oh, lovely. Do I need to explain? I don't think so. Beautiful. Is it for? So look at this, how the pattern is. I said the pattern expanded because we expected this to be here, but then I had to revise it. And now this is the mid. Now this is perfectly all right. Now this is confirmed. This pattern is half confirmed, I would say. Once it reaches here, then you can say, okay, more or less the same. Now this might not happen. It might go straight up, by the way. This is more like a potential pattern, inverse head and shoulder. But unless it starts dipping, don't assume this. This is the strip depiction. Maybe I should indicate with a dotted line, because dotted lines indicate that it might happen. Not. So this is confirmed. This is confirmed. This dotted line is happening. This dashed line is like maybe, may not be. You know, again. Ah, this is beast, right? This is beast. We have few beasts right now. Okay. Now somebody was asking the same question. I'm not going to explain now. Enough explanation. I gave R4. R4 is broken up. I'm going to give R5. All these prior levels are supports. Do whatever you want to do. I'll highlight weakness. What I'm not going to say if there's no weakness. Don't try to be so sensitive. Look at weekly. Don't look at one day and all. We are so noisy. Also, not advice. Those who fail in the analysis, unfollow today, or I would say ignore, whatever. Because I see there are some noisemakers, and the more you listen to those who are consistently correct. I'm not saying being wrong once or twice, because everybody can go wrong. I mean, there's no, it's not that, but some people are really noisemakers. They are seriously. I mean, I've seen it, like they're consistently wrong. They must be unfair. Okay, beautiful, right? Matic, beautiful. Approaching S1. So this is working out nicely. So this is, I think, going straight up. It's going straight up. And remember, I explained multiple patterns. So this is the blue path. Then this is arch, pink arch. I don't have to extend because then we have arch. Right. So I'll just draw, and then this that's it. Then once this crosses, then the pink pattern will take in. Right. Pink pattern will take in. And then once this is done, then the yellow pattern. You see, this is child and the parent and grandparent and so on, great grandparent, like that. In fact, this is crazy. It's pattern is bigger, but the breakout point is this one. So yeah, this is a huge pennant on a large. Look at that. The sign, bluish line, Turkish line, beautiful, and this is expanded. Loudspeaker pen. This is so. That means this is the trajectory. Clear, 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 clear. Good. Okay, R&R. R&R is up near breakout and preparing for another leg up. Okay, and since it's near the prior resistance or rejection zone, you see some consolidation, some kind of retest, and time being spent here. So this zone three-ish is heavily guarded congestion area. Once it breaks above R1, uh, again we can extend it like this potentially, and then this could be the. Remember, we started from here. This was perfect bottom call. I mean, this was the bottom, but this was the perfect recently recognized bottom. Right? This was so cool, and since then it moved up so much. So yeah, it corrected for a couple of weeks because it is always like this, right? So many weeks of upside move and then couple of weeks of this kind of consolidations. That's given. And but now it's preparing for something big. Rune coin. Come on. Another beast. Remember, this kind of a coin, it will go through consolidation. Remember, this is like it had gone through consolidation here. There will be phase where it will go through. So you have to just accept it that these kind of phases will come, right? You're not going to see this kind of back-to-back green one every week. So if somebody is not ready for that kind of no price action kind of then that person is unrealistic, and it's very difficult to time it. If someone says, okay, it's going to do this, exit and alpha go back, it might shoot up and then you end up buying at a higher price. So be careful about it. Hmm. Yeah, look at that. Looks like it. Ah, 11, R4 could be near 11. Awesome. SOL, another beast. Oh man, this is R4 already. I had to give R5. This is resistance. I had to give close one. Usually I don't give close one. What happened is last night when I was analyzing yesterday, I mean, I found one resistance here, so I had to give. So R3, R4 is very close by. That's why I give it R4. So some slowdown, I don't know. But this is heavy resistance area. Okay, but you never know. So I'll give R5. See, the direction is up. Direction is up. In fact, it's accelerating. You can clearly see that. Right. So even if it goes down, don't say it's down, down. You know, it's part of the game. N5 was very close. You know what I'm thinking? I found a couple of coins. If you don't mind, I would like to replace this N5 with something. I have a couple of coins in my mind. Uh, I know this spicy one I added, and it. I mean, there's no loss as you could see. I mean, it is higher than the listed price right now, so there is no. It's not crashing either. But maybe I'll go for higher cap one, or maybe uh, I have something that has better structure, not like a. So we added this as a spicy one, but maybe I'll go with something which is more less volatile in nature. So I think I'm thinking about it. So I'll announce it. So I may remove this one. Okay, so please don't be surprised. The level will always, if you want, if you have it and you want to keep it, you can always refer this level and decide. XRP has broken a S1. Yeah, so beautiful. It has followed this. Remember, this was tricky. This was tricky, and but ultimately it worked out well. So it's coming out of this dungeon. The pattern point of view, this is actually heavy, heavy cluster. This one is like very heavy cluster. So this move should end up here, and then we'll see. Yeah, good one. So far so good, isn't it? So I think with this note, I think we're done with all the coins. Feel free to ask me, but don't ask me about the profit because I have explained enough today. And I hope one will be able to manage the fear. It's your own product, so you know it better. I tried my best to explain it. Okay, that's it. All the best. Thanks, everyone.